Washington is staring into the abyss of Jeffrey Epstein's island empire again. But this time, with pictures and videos the world has never seen. A room with a dentist-style chair, masks on the wall, a landline with handwritten names, some redacted by investigators, others names like Darren, Rich, Mike, Patrick, Larry, visible. Another room with a giant blackboard with scribbles like power, deception, plants, music. Again, some of the writing redacted. The tranche of previously unpublished images and footage released by House Democrats on the Oversight Committee from Little St. James, the place survivors long called the epicenter of Epstein's crimes. The rooms, the objects, the details, suddenly visible. The newly released clips walk us into an island dressed like a luxury retreat. A winding oceanfront path, manicured palms, a resort-style pool, interiors that look curated for comfort and control. Then the unsettling shift, a dentist-style chair parked in a stark room, masks pinned to the walls, bedrooms and bathrooms stripped bare and yet somehow still haunting, and then the now infamous landline telephone, a relic of a pre-smartphone era. On its speed dial buttons, Darren, Rich, Mike, Patrick, Larry, first names only, the kind of familiarity investigators have been trying to decode for years. But the strangest, perhaps most chilling object is a blackboard, words scrawled like the scribbles of someone mapping an empire. Power, deception, plots, political, written like thoughts, unexplained. Investigators redacted several names from the phone and board, women's names, blurred out of an abundance of caution. But the meaning remains unmistakable. This island wasn't a hideaway. It was an operating system. Rep. Robert Garcia, the top Democrat on the Oversight Committee, called the images a disturbing look into the world of Jeffrey Epstein. He said the point of releasing them is public transparency and to piece together the full picture of Epstein's horrific crimes. This comes just days after President Donald Trump signed a bill forcing the Justice Department to release its own Epstein files. Those documents, thousands of pages, could drop any day now, and the political earthquake that follows may rewrite parts of America's modern history. Epstein privately owned 2 islands in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Little St. James and Great St. James. Little St. James, called Little St. Jeff's, is where most of the abuse is believed to have taken place. For survivors, these aren't just pictures, they're proof of the environment, the secrecy, the architecture of a trafficking machine masquerading as a billionaire's tropical retreat. Virginia Giuffre, one of Epstein's most prominent victims, wrote in her posthumous memoir that she was trafficked on the island at 18. Her account is graphic, wrenching, and chilling. She says she was handed to a man who raped me more savagely than anyone had before. None of the redacted names in today's images confirm any identities, but the island story, long whispered, long denied, is being forced into daylight. The U.S. Virgin Islands have become a mine of information for investigators. The paper trail is sprawling. The House Oversight Committee has already subpoenaed J.P. Morgan Chase and Deutsche Bank. Investigators believe Epstein's money could reveal a new wealth of information about who enabled him, protected him, and benefited from him. Tens of thousands of documents from the Epstein estate have already opened new lines of inquiry, and the push continues. The newly released images and videos don't solve the case. They don't identify the names on that phone. They don't unlock the secrets scribbled on that blackboard. But they pierce the veil of an island designed to stay hidden. They force the world to look, and they are a reminder that this investigation is only accelerating.